My name's Angela Penn, and I work at Digital Relevance. I'm the Director of HR. When I was growing up, my mom and I also received food from our local food bank, and I remember, getting the food from the food bank and what that meant to me. My mom was a single mother, and we were not well off. We didn't have any money, like a lot of families nowadays. And I'd go to school, and that's could be some of the better meals and things like that. And I remember coming home and there would be a box on our front door, or it would be time and Mom would be like, "Hey, we got some stuff from the food bank." Those are the things that stuck out in my head. And we went through college, and then she decided she was going to go to law school. And so then we spent the next 3 years up in northern Indiana in Valparaiso, and it was just her and I. And she went to law school, and still, even through law school, we relied on our food bank. And the exciting thing was, oh, well, tonight, honey, we're gonna have breakfast for dinner. And now a lot of people think, oh, that's, it's fun, but sometimes it was a necessity. So I don't usually eat breakfast for dinner now anymore. But that's kind of what we went through, and she graduated from law school and became a partner at her law firm, and then was a judge actually, and works with children in need of services now. So giving back is not just a me thing, it's a family thing, and Gleaners is a really good way for me to stay really close to that and to know, not everybody has the same story, and everyone's struggling in their own way. She didn't go back to college until I was about 6 years old, so she had been working all of that time, and I think deep down she knew she had to break the cycle. She had to do whatever it took, and that meant she wasn't going to be able to tuck me in at night. One of the things that I clearly remember is I always wanted my mom to bake me cookies and have milk for me. And first of all, she couldn't bake cookies. My mom can't bake. Bless her heart, should not be near an oven. But she had other things to worry about. Going to school, deciding, she was working through work study, so she was working too, making sure that we had some sort of food on the table, but that this was a long-term goal. She wouldn't have done it if we didn't have the food bank, if we didn't have some of those programs. But for her, it was, I'm breaking the cycle. I'm spending, time away from my daughter. I'm doing all of these things so that I can better our future and, make sure that it's broken. And I would say it's broken, but I wouldn't change it. I mean, I still remember the very, very first paycheck she ever got from her, oh God, it's gonna make me cry, from her first job as an attorney. And we went to the grocery store, and she said, "Get anything you want." Like, you're telling like an 11-year-old to get anything they want. And so I got Kraft macaroni and cheese. I think everybody thinks I eat Kraft macaroni and cheese all the time. I don't. And I would always ask, when you don't have that money, or you're going to be going to the food bank, you always ask, can I get this? And it's a constant struggle in your head of, do I have the money for this? And can I, okay, if they get this box, then what else are they not going to get? And so I always, and to this day, when my mom and I go grocery shopping, I still pick stuff up and it's automatic, and I say, "Mom, can I get this?" And she has stopped before and said, "Don't ask. Put whatever you want in the cart. Just put whatever you want in the cart," which is, I mean, nobody else, I don't think you realize it, but when you can just go through a grocery store and put whatever you want in a cart. So usually after I leave here, I call my mom and I'm like, "Hey Mom, Yeah, I just volunteered, and I just remember going to the grocery store, and she's like, oh my gosh.
Taking me down.
I know, she's like, that was like years ago, but those are the things, you know, and those kids that we're helping today, like they'll have those stories, and they'll remember them, and you know, they'll go to the grocery store and buy Kraft macaroni and cheese. Yeah. And so just knowing like the little part that I do can reach so many people, it's a good way to spend a Friday. It's a good way to really keep yourself grounded and remember sort of where you came from and how just that little bit can help so many people. And knowing when I see that big stack of volunteer you know, forms, that all of those people are doing a little bit, and it's because there's so many people that need help.